Yeah.
Good
So
afternoon. Good afternoon, Jay. How you doing? You well?
good. And yourself?
I'm good, blessed.
Amazing.
Great to catch up with you. I did come down to your event the other day. I couldn't get in. There was a lot going on. It was a lively set, lots of unique stuff happening. Talk about, Ceek, you working with Oxlade, and just a little bit about yourself, really, and what you've been up to over the last week.
Sure. So I'm the creative director for Ceek, and for the last few couple of days, I'll probably say this thing has been probably over a year in the making. We've had conversations prior to getting it done, but it was mainly about finding the right timing for him because he's doing a lot of touring and he's a super spiritual being. If everything has to align, before we can do stuff. So finally on this trip, we had a conversation before he left, and then on the way back, everything lined up, and we spoke to the composers. We put it together, and the concept of it was to create something very, very, very organic, something that felt like you can feel like you're literally there with him, super intimate, where you can actually feel him as if he's in your living room performing for you. And that was it. So the past few days been putting everything together, making sure that all the logistics are lined up, making sure that he's good, and that's what it's been. And it's been a blessing, and I'm super super happy and excited to have gotten the results that we got. It's ready to go. It's coming out Sunday. We're supposed to put it out this Sunday, but he's very specific about stuff, so we're gonna put it on next Sunday. Allow it a bit more time for it to marinate and for it to go. So yeah, so it's been a blessing and super 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 excited. This is definitely I hands down with the composers because we've done it with live bands before, but just to have the combination of the two of them, his vocals against the backdrop of the composers, like it's a silk melody at its finest. So it's very exciting.
I could see the energy on set. I don't want to talk about it too much and divulge too much, right? So we want to kind of keep it
Yeah.
top secret and make people tune in. Before I get to Oxlade, your work in the metaverse is kind of renowned. People know what you're kind of trying to achieve, what you've achieved so far. Speak on Ceek specifically. What is it for the layperson who doesn't know what's here, what's coming, what's going to be?
Yeah, I think I always describe Seek as the music version of Netflix, to put it in perspective. And it is a platform that allows creatives, especially, musicians, to create exclusive content and amazing content specifically for the fan base and for the audiences. And for the most part, I think for every artist, they will know the type of content that people want to see from them and then how they want it delivered. So the main objective is Seek is to provide a space where artists can create specifically for the audiences and cut out quote unquote a middleman where you can get directly to your audience. So that's exactly what Seek is. So this virtual concert is a perfect example of how you can see Oxlade amplify his art as far as from a visual and a performance standpoint with a live band. And that's exactly what it's about, just providing amazing content for the viewers. So that's what
Jay, you finding it easier to connect with artists now because the understanding behind the things that emanate from a metaverse space is becoming more tangible. They can actually see live examples of what's in your mind's eye.
definitely there has been so much conversations, from Snoop to everyone is on it, so it has been, there's examples of it, and it's not something so foreign. When we first started a couple of years back, everything was very foreign. No one was really in the space, and I think now it's very very like everyone has an idea of it, and it's basically another version of Earth, which is like an imaginary space where everything that you can own real estate, you can watch concerts, you can so it's here, and it's more prevalent now.
Yeah, it's nice to see African creators and owners in this space like yourself. Can I speak to Oxlade now? Is that that right?
Absolutely.
Good afternoon, sir. Appreciate your time.
Afternoon, my bro. Thanks for having me.
No, man, thanks for taking the time out to speak to us. You must be particularly over the moon to kind of work on a project like this, seeing as though it's another opportunity to magnify everything that Oxlade's about.
Oxlade is about, utilizing every platform given to him to spread his music and his art. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, you froze. Yeah.
I said Oxlade is all about utilizing every opportunity given to him, every platform given to him to spread his art and the Africanness in his music.
How was this? How was the filming and the production and just the whole day different to any other you've been involved in?
It was according to plan, swift, smooth, and enjoyable. I enjoyed myself performing, and I hopefully will be doing more with them.
Talk about how your stock's growing and evolving and how things are coming to fruition for you as an artist.
I think my story is a destined one. It's fate. It was bound to happen, and literally, I'm just a boy that is out here doing what he loves the most. So it's so obvious that the art is always going to be pure, and I can't wait to give the world, the audience, and everybody more from where this came from.
I guess it's remiss of me not to ask, what was it like working with the Compozers? You must have been asked that about 1,000,000 times, but
Legendary. That's the first time I'm working with the Compozers. It's a dream come true for me.
And what was it about their work prior that made you want to connect with them?
The music level, the music IQ, the understanding to how to play behind Afrobeat genre is alienic, like it's next level. And I grew up watching this guy shut down the O2 with the OGs back to back. So it's like meeting one of your idols, but in terms of live band, literally they don't even know this. And the word came to me that they've been also fans of my music. So the love on set was genuine, and love actually makes art more, next level. If you ask me, because the kind of genre I do has to do with a lot of spirituality, sensitivity, a lot of soul, a lot of passion. And if everybody's in sync, trust me, we're gonna give you the best show.
Yeah, two things you touched on there. Your music IQ in terms of the Compozers. How did you determine your own? How has it been defined over the years? What's contributed greatly to that? And tell me why the essence and I guess the epicenter of your music emanates from a spiritual point of view.
Because firstly, the genre I represent, Afrobeats, has the most, alienic formula to it, because 90% of the outside world don't even understand what we're saying, but they're connecting to it and singing the melodies. The melodies are so catchy. And also, my music IQ started way as far back as when I was in children's church. I was born into a musically inclined family, and that's why I even respect music IQ, because I value music and the techniques behind it.
So that's
so if somebody gives me distinctive next level type music, I would appreciate it and reciprocate by giving the same.
A very traditional beginning, right, in terms of being exposed to music, and here you are engaging in a very contemporary medium to put it out. You're the kind of, I guess, living, breathing example of an artist who's transitioning from one era to another. Where do you see the music scene going, especially as in regards to how it influences the artist?
In terms of economically, I see the music being the next like oil, the next gold, because music is a food for the soul, and the humans need music to survive. I wouldn't even lie to you, because life without music is going to be one direction and way, way more boring than it is. So I feel like the music heals, and music is going to get to a level where it's going to be medicinal, because, people are going to start, because better artists are charging ridiculous amount of money and giving you a show of a lifetime. Music is making careers, music is making people become billionaires, and music is setting up people's lives. So the more this kind of things happen, the more priceless the tag becomes on the music itself. And I think there's gonna get to a level where even Afrobeat is gonna be as cherished as any entity.
It just drops. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unfortunate. You were just getting into the answer as well. I appreciate that you've done a lot of these, right? And you've probably got a lot of things to do on this halfway
I
decent
understand.
Saturday.
It's just a network. So, like I was saying, music is gonna get to a level where it'll be regarded and seen as a natural resource, same as the diamond, same as the sapphire, same as the crude oil, because it has that potential and it has that value level.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting way to put it. I haven't heard too many people kind of
Yeah,
refer
music
to
is
it like that.
it's a food for the soul.
I agree.
You seen what Michael Jackson's music does to the crowd. You seen what Bob Marley's music does to the crowd. And those kind of people gave us the confidence to want to do more to the crowd. Easy.
How do you think? Is it obviously your first foray into the metaverse? Obviously not going to be your last. I'll take it.
Definitely not gonna be my last. Um I'm quite adventurous with everything I do, my music, my art, the knowledge I acquire and everything. And this is new to me. I was put on by the coach, KJ, and I'm still, learning, and I can't wait to be a veteran in this.
But listen, good luck with it all. Is there anybody else you want to work with? I know you've got the composers in the bag now. Who else would you like to touch base with?
I just did background vocals for one of the greatest UK rappers, Stormzy. I did some BGVs for his new record, Hide and Seek. Could go check it out. And I got bare things on lock, but due to disclosure contracts and everything, it's not really in my position to say until they come out. But definitely they're great things, massive legendary things coming with the brand Oxlade in the next couple of months, couple of weeks, couple of years, in the next decade. We're gonna have the same conversation, and you're gonna, reminisce with me about this kind of prophecies I just made.
Well, good luck, my brother, man. The world is yours, man. Make it happen.
Thank you very much for having me, my bro.
All right, man.
Maximum respect, man.